Hello everyone, this is Ryan Aranda. Welcome back to the channel, My Best Life Paraguay. And I am recording here, obviously, over the original audio. And today's topic, an interview, the overall theme of today is going to be talking about the American dream and how it's possible to live the American dream here in Paraguay. And you can replace American Dream with Canadian Dream, Western Dream, whatever you want, wherever you're coming from in the world, from your Western country, right? And so it's a very special day. I'm being driven around here in this car by Armen Grigorian. He is an Armenian American who grew up in Los Angeles, California, and he'll get into his story. And we do a partial. I do a partial interview with Armen. And I have a lot of respect for Armen. So just a quick breakdown. So yeah, so he was born in Armenia, and in those times, it was before the Berlin Wall fell. So meaning that he grew up in the Soviet Union. Soviet Union controlled Armenia, right? And I believe he was born in 1970, but he will confirm that in our interview here shortly. So, anyways, he spent his first 10 years of his life in Armenia before he and his family moved to the United States, right? And grew up in Los Angeles. And then from there, he lived most of his life there, his adult years, and he spent the last 8 years here in Paraguay. And Armen is a philanthropist, right? And his essentially right now, his goal is to help Paraguayans, specifically donating medical equipment to hospitals in need here around the country. And he'll get into his story about why in the interview, and anything that he does not cover that we don't get to, I will talk more um, about after the interview. And so, actually, let me mention too, before we jump right into the interview, I want to mention a couple things. So right here in this B-roll, I'm being driven from Itauguá. Armen picked me up there. That's where we met, and then he's driving me from Itauguá to Ypacaraí, where he has his house, and that's where him and his family live. Right. So Armen is a married man, and he has 3 children here in Paraguay. And so I have a lot of respect for Armen, and he's trusting me to tell his story. And first thing off the bat, I will say that me and Armen may have some disagreements about certain things, whether it be maybe politically or just certain other things, aspects of life. But I don't measure a man for those reasons. I don't measure a man or woman, but especially a man for or anybody for like what they have in their pocket. I look at a person's heart, right? And I look at their actions that they take on a daily basis, and if they're a family man, um, if you're taking care of your family to your best of your ability, and you're sticking in for the long run. So Armen very much, in my mind, he very much covers all these things, right? He's a good man at heart. He's a philanthropist at heart, and he takes very good care of his family. His kids are wonderful. I met them. His wife is a wonderful woman as well. And he's living a good life here in Paraguay. And we're gonna check out not only his house, we're gonna have just a little uh checking out his animals that he has, a monkey and a couple parrots he's caring for. And from then we're gonna get into the interview. And from then we're gonna check out the rest of his land that he is converting into essentially an animal sanctuary, but also there's going to be a clinic right on his land to care for animals and then actually have them become adopted, right? So There are many animals in need, cats, dogs, I mean, you name it here in Paraguay and Paraguay, right? So, that's kind of a long intro, but again, the overall theme is to show you, because I live in a duplex in the heart of the metro Asuncion metro area, but this is the dream that this is the true dream. What Armen is living, right? He's a rural house, has land that he's going to pass down generations to his family, and so really setting up his family, right, for to live a good life. Okay, so yeah, and beyond that, this is where the American dream becomes possible, right? Maybe if it's not Paraguay, maybe somewhere else, right? I won't preach again like I normally do about house prices back home. We all know that, especially the younger generation who feels the crunch, who feels that things may be impossible, because some things are impossible. Price wise, cost of living wise, inflation has just skyrocketed since COVID, and you guys already know, right? So with all that being said, one last thing I want to mention is just thanks to everybody who's following me, who sticks through my long videos. I very much appreciate it, truly, truly I do. And if you guys would be so kind, please keep sharing my content, and also keep subscribing. Get your friends and family to subscribe to the channel. I have a goal of by the new year, I would love to reach 1,000 subscribers. That would be absolutely wonderful. If you guys could help me reach that goal, I would be very, very much appreciative. You guys are awesome. You're wonderful people. And, I just really appreciate you all, for all the love that you show on the channel, whether you kind of like videos like this, or you're just into the houses, or you like kind of my stories, or a mix of everything. Or you just want to hear somebody speak his mind and not be controlled by any other sort of outside narrative, or I really don't hold back in what I say on my channel here. I know that that's kind of where I stick out, I guess, in some sort of ways. I'm not just a guy who sits in their tower and doesn't experience life, and then just preaches at you from a tower over and over and over again. I like to go where the people are at. I like to meet new people. I like to meet you guys. Armen has been following me for a while now on my journey. And he's got a lot of respect for me, and I have a lot of respect for him, right? So anyways, you guys, this the Paraguayan and me that keeps talking and talking and talking. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. But hopefully, like, even when I'm talking, you can just enjoy some of this B-roll, see what the real Paraguay looks like, right outside of New Asuncion, Old Asuncion downtown area. You see the rest of the country. And I will quickly mention where we are coming up here at in the B-roll. This is Patino. And so, but Patino is a historic place from the Triple Alliance War, in the 1860s, where essentially a genocide had occurred here, where Paraguay and the Paraguayan people were nearly exterminated, right, for having defended themselves against Brazilian Empire, Argentina, and also Uruguay, the Uruguayans who were made to fight for the two superpowers at that time. So this is a corridor, essentially, that the military used to get weapons to where they needed to be in order to defend the country, right? So this is a very historic place for Paraguayans, and a very special place here. Okay, so we are coming up to Armen's house here. I'm going to stop for real this time. And we are going to get into the interview here with Armen. Or actually, no, we're going to check out a little bit of his house. Then we're going to get in the interview. Then we're going to check out the rest of his land and a little bit of B-roll and my final conclusions. All right, you guys. One moment here.
Blas, it says it's Santo Patron there. I'll go this way.
Okay.
Get better.
You see this, you guys?
It's a Santo Patrono de Armen Paraguay.
Okay.
The flower is the Paraguayan symbol, that flower right there.
Mm-hmm.
And the mountain is Mount Ararat, where Noah's Ark is, sitting.
Uh-huh.
Noah's Ark is sitting in Armenian mountain as San Blas,
okay.
Armenian.
Okay.
And he's Patrono of Paraguay.
Okay.
I don't know how that happened, but it happened. Yes.
Yeah.
Overseas. So I had him painted right behind my house like this.
That's beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
Very meaningful.
Yes. And this is somebody else's land. I'm just driving through it.
Uh-huh.
And this is my house. And these are my animals. I got an animal sanctuary here.
You guys, if you're living out here, it's almost necessary to have a truck. You can't have my little car. Could not do it.
Not even a nice BMW. You got to have like a truck.
Yeah. This is a rural living. All right, we're gonna go inside and continue this.
What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have an animal rescue place.
Okay.
Because here there's a lot of animals out there dying.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to have like an animal rescue, like how they have in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like shelters and stuff.
Yep.
I'm trying to have like a non-profit animal rescue place, so every animal they can bring it here, we can treat them and then adopt them.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do.
That's wonderful.
In this area.
Yeah.
With the animal.
Yeah, there's certainly the land and
I'll take you there after.
okay.
Drinks.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah, these are my monkeys.
Hey guys, so you're gonna get properly introduced to Armen here momentarily, but there's so much cool stuff. Like this little guy, Moni, right?
Moni.
Moni. Is it a girl or?
Girl.
Oh, okay. Beautiful girl.
Moni. Moni.
Beautiful girl.
Hola, Moni.
And so Moni is from the Chaco, from the up north, desertish, what would you call it? Desertish, jungle.
Close to Bolivia and all those areas.
Yeah. It's kind of like a big wasteland almost.
Pretty much.
For lack of a better term, yeah.
Well,
Beautiful. And the parrots are also rescues. So
yes. They're rescues, and soon they'll be flying away.
okay.
I'm just trying to make sure they're okay.
I love how they can exist together, how they can live together.
They love each other.
Yeah.
They love each other. Sometimes they fight over food,
Uh-huh.
but they love each other.
Okay.
Can you imagine parrot and monkey?
No, I'd never.
I mean, seriously, they love each other.
They would never do this in the zoo in the U.S.
No.
Put together these animals.
Never.
No, they would not trust it.
No.
Yeah, see, South Americans, Paraguayans, and we'll make it work. See, hey, if you know what I mean.
Leave it to an Armenian to create something crazy like. Because whoever comes to my house, they're like, "How you can put them together? They love each other."
Yeah, that's insane. That's wild.
My dogs, another case. These dogs, when the parrots, I let them out, they attack the parrots. I don't know why.
Oh.
They're the sweetest dogs in the world, but they attack the parrots.
Uh-huh.
They just attack the parrots. Come on in.
Okay.
They will grab the house right here. Bye.
Bye, Moni.
Hey, kids out.
Bye, Moni.
Yeah.
Wow, this is beautiful.
These are Brazilian trees right here. They don't have this tree in Paraguay to watch. They were actually brought from Brazil.
Oh, okay.
It's for shade.
Okay.
To see how big their leaves are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't give fruits or anything. It's just for shade.
This is beautiful.
This is humongous Brazilian mango trees. Mango here is big, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So look at it's already coming out. This is the rose color. Man.
Oh yeah.
The one that they sell in the U.S. actually.
Oh yeah. These are pretty pennies in the U.S. You guys. That's for sure. You're talking $3 a pop, $4 easy.
Easily.
Yeah. Do the math on this, you guys. Man, no, seriously though, this is what the life is, and yeah, we're gonna talk with Armen a little bit, probably off camera, and then we're gonna come back on camera. But just check out his beautiful house while we have a little bit of sunlight here. Oh, I love these tables.
Yeah, I got this for $2 million.
Uh-huh.
Um, but 2 million is how much? Like almost $300, right?
The whole thing?
Yeah, with the whole thing.
Oh my God, you guys.
You know where I got it from?
You know what this would go for in the States, you guys? This would be like 3,000.
A thing.
Something.
You know what? This is, bro. It takes 5 people just to carry.
Yeah, this is a train.
This is a serious heavy table. It's very heavy.
You guys see this? This is one cut of wood. You see this? This is amazing.
It's called lapacho.
Lapacho.
Lapacho is the Paraguayan wood. Actually, that tree is the lapacho tree too. With lapacho tree here, it's big. It's a very very famous wood. It just never rots.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you know. Wow. Of course, I have the Paraguayan Itauguá down here. And
yeah,
this, the grill, like everybody has.
Yeah.
The grill.
This is old school, you guys.
Yeah.
This is very old school. This is super cool though. Incredibly authentic. This is damn near what natives would have done. A version of this. Not the same thing, but a version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. I noticed on your video you're drinking Heineken. It's not the same fucking Heineken what we drink in LA, okay, or in the States. Heineken here, it's water. This is the best fucking beer you can ever have here, and it's cheaper than Heineken.
I like balance. Uh-huh.
Heineken is Brazilian, it's cheaper than Heineken, and it's much better. Trust me. I tried all the beers here. They got Pilsen and all that stuff. It's all water. This is the best beer you can have.
Okay.
I'm not advertising Bramita, but as far as for consuming less cost and everything like that, this is the best beer you can have.
Okay. And you guys, this is the saint that we were just checking out. San Blas.
Yes.
So our Armenians.
This was a gift from the school in Ypacaraí to me because I painted the entire school.
Oh wow.
There was a school called San Blas. I painted the entire school. They gave me this as a gift. This is a replica in their Encarnacion because I have a 2 meter, 100 kilos of bronze statue sitting in their Encarnacion from Armenia. I brought it from Armenia with this cross, with a stone in Armenia also.
So Armenians are very much Catholic, or
we are the first Christians in the world.
Okay.
We are the first Christians that adopted Christianity, first nation that adopted Christianity in the world. Wow. This is a mango wine I just made myself.
Very interesting.
Mango wine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And somebody gave me this as a gift, a football, saying Orden de San Blas, because San Blas has an orden that has rules that is actually, it's Orden de Mundo.
Uh-huh.
And then later on, I'll tell you about it. I found out, before that. It's like all these Masons and all that stuff. It's nothing compared to the Orden of San Blas.
Uh-huh.
It's nothing. This is my kids right here.
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick, you guys, and then we're gonna come right back. So, you guys, we're kind of starting this all backwards. I'm gonna probably keep all that footage in, or I'll put it to the end. But I'm with my man Armen here, Grigorian. Okay. And so Armen is Armenian American. You might have just heard, but he moved here in 2011. So you've been over here.
I actually came here. A friend of mine invited me here for a concert, and I came here and I just said I love this place because it reminded me of my country.
Okay. Yeah.
So I just stayed here from Hollywood.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna like I usually start interviews. I want Armen to take us back to all the way because he lived in the United States starting at 10 years old. But if you can, Armen, can you give us paint a picture of your childhood before you made it to the U.S. and then from there your time in the U.S.
Sure. We were in Armenia, and back then it was Soviet Union.
And you were born what year?
1970, April 24th. Actually, April 24th is Armenian Genocide Day.
Okay.
I was born at the Armenian Genocide Day. It's big. the entire world recognizes the genocide day.
Uh-huh.
And I was 10 years old. I was a great student in Armenia. The Soviet Union regime, strict. And my family, I didn't know anything. My family decided, my aunt lived in Montebello, California, actually. Montebello. It's very close to East LA. Like East LA, Montebello is almost the same. And we went to East LA in 1980 when I was 10 years old and my brother was 30. I just have a brother and me. That's
Okay.
it.
So at that point, do you speak any English? You or your parents, or
I only spoke Russian and Armenian.
Russian and Armenian?
That's
okay.
it.
So nowadays, what you use 4 or 5 languages?
No, I'm forgetting, man. I'm getting old.
Okay.
I'm 54 now. Right now, it's funny. Right now, I can speak Spanish, but not understand that well. And Russian, I can understand very well, but I'm having a hard time speaking Russian because every time I want to speak Russian, I'm speaking Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
But Armenian and English fluently, no problem. But now I'm mixing Russian with Spanish.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of crazy. And I'm having problems here understanding a lot of different accents here in Paraguay. Like, for example, here in Ypacaraí, they speak Spanish a little bit different. In Ascension, they speak a little bit different. Cacupe, they speak a little bit different. So for me to understand Spanish, it's a little bit difficult, but people are trying to make me understand.
Mm-hmm.
But for me to speak Spanish and make them understand my point, I have no problem.
Mm-hmm.
But I have a problem speaking Russian right now because every time I want to speak Russian, I'm speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I understand Russian more than Spanish.
Uh-huh.
It's crazy. But Armenian and English with no problem.
Okay, Armenian, English, no problem.
Yes.
Russia, sort of. Spanish.
If I go live in Russia for a month, I'll remember everything. You know what I mean? I just have to have a Russian talking to me.
Okay.
And I'll just remember.
And here and there, you'll know words in Guarani. So
Guarani, my wife tries to teach me.
okay.
And the only thing I know in Guarani is, Mungaru. They say, this is Mungaru. I know you don't have that in your videos, but Mungaru is a very respectful thing
Yeah.
to tell the Paraguayans. If you tell the Paraguayans a Mungaru, that means you respect them.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
And also,
People will do it in silence too. Sometimes they won't say it, but they'll just go.
they just go like that. Yeah.
Friends or family.
Yeah. They do it in silence because there's a lot of other people. They don't want them to know you guys just connected with just by doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like equivalent of a handshake, fist bump. It's the same thing.
It's actually bigger than a handshake here. Mungaru,
Okay.
Mungaru, is a total respect. If somebody does to you Mungaru here in Paraguay, that means they totally respect you from head to toe. Really, yes,
Yeah.
totally.
So going back to your childhood in America, I gotta ask because you did grow up in LA. LA is
East LA.
East LA. So
East LA, yeah.
that
East
is
LA.
no fucking cakewalk, you guys. If you
Hell
don't
no.
know anything about East LA, and my understanding, and he was just telling me this before, but Armenians very much lived with in Hispanic neighborhoods historically, and so he had a lot of Hispanic friends, just like I did growing up. So he already had a respect for the Spanish Hispanic culture, right? And I'm sure there's elements of Armenian that mix in with Hispanic, whether it be Catholicism, family oriented, stuff like that. But I gotta ask though,
Ask anything you want, brother.
how was it trying to stay away from the bullshit in LA, the gangs and?
I loved it. I didn't stay away from it. I was in it.
Okay.
We had to be in it because back then when I used to tell the Chicanos, Mexicanos, they used to ask me, where you from? We're like Armenia. They didn't know what Armenia was. They're like Aleman, Hi Hitler. I'm like, fuck you, Hi Hitler. Hi Hitler. We're Armenians. We're Christians. Well, they didn't know, and we had to fight. We had to earn our respect to the Chicanos. And then eventually, right now we're like brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Totally, we're like brothers. I mean, I got so many Mexican friends in Durango, uh, Ensenada, Rosarito, Tijuana. They're all my friends. I miss them. I gotta go visit them. Actually, I've been here for almost 2 years now, but I'm on and off. I keep on going and visiting my friends because friends are important.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're very important. If they respect you, you gotta respect them back, no matter where you're at around the world. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, but it was not like it was not like trying to get away from gangs. You had to have your gang to protect your own neighborhoods, because back then in the 80s, we had the MS, we had the Armenian Power, just got created.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, AP is called AP.
Yep.
Got created, and I'm glad I'm alive. I didn't do anything. How can I say? You didn't have to break the law to be a gang member. You just have to protect your territory. And unfortunately, the Salvadorians became enemies with us, with Mexicans and Armenians, in a way. I don't know why, but it wasn't like a gang banging situation. It was just like living. We were just living. We had our, it was just respect. You respect our territory, we respect your territory. And we grew up in the school. We learned English. We fought. We made up. That's just how life is. You just fight. You fight, and then you make up.
Yeah. So that would have been the 80s, you guys. So there is still something
80s.
called respect, right back in his day. Nowadays, little kids, there's no structure to neighbor. You could call them gangs. I know that in Atlanta they call them street tribes, whatever you want to refer to them as. But it's Armen saying, right? And I respect everybody's history, everybody's past, man. I don't judge nobody. And as I know too, like growing up around Mexicanos, you really got to earn their respect too.
Totally.
Like I was not in the gang banging situation, but I still know very much that like they can be what am I trying to say? Not exclusionary, but they can be very insular, right? So you have to earn your respect when you're growing up around Chicanos and stuff. So yeah, that's very interesting. So I mean, a lot of people would immediately call you probably a rebel as a kid, but you very much are saying, okay, no, it was
Survivor.
Yeah.
Survivor.
Yeah.
Very much survivor. I don't wanna use the word rebel and everything because I was not like aggressive towards anyone.
Yeah.
It was just a respect situation.
Yeah.
And once they found out that if they respect me, I respect them back, then everything was cool. But when people didn't respect me, I didn't respect them. Anyway, it was another story. But thank God, nothing ever bad happened to me. My record actually is cleaner than any politician in California, to be honest.
I love that.
Seriously, I got a clean record. I can go back there anytime I want.
Yeah.
But I'm living here for my children.
Yeah.
And for my peace also. It's really peaceful town here. I'm serious. It's like it's so damn peaceful. Everything is the right price, as far as food and everything else. And people are extremely nice here in Paraguay. I love Paraguayans.
Yeah.
They remind me a lot of like Mexicans, but in a poor way. Mexicans are a little spoiled because U.S. is right there. Here, they don't have a U.S. right there. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying a lot more to survive with $80 a month or $50 a month. Like my neighbor down here has 2 kids. I always feed her kids because she doesn't work. Somebody pays her to take care of the property here, and she makes $100 a month. But for them, they don't make that much money to make their own food. But I also help them. I help everybody here. Everybody.
Yeah. You guys, we may not cover this right now, but he's probably arguably the biggest philanthropist giver of any Westerner that I've ever known about down here in Paraguay. And so he a nonprofit. You work specifically with a nonprofit. Are you part of it, or are you your individual who kind of steps in when you need to?
A fantastic question. For the past 2 years, I've been trying to open up a nonprofit foundation. For some crazy reason, it's not happening. I don't know why. So I'm working with nonprofit people.
Okay, so you're kind of a your own your own person.
I'm my own Orden de San Blas, really.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Orden de San Blas. I'm using this name of Orden de San Blas, and every nonprofit from US all the way down here, even in Malta, even in Europe, they listen.
Uh-huh.
And they donate whatever we need here to get donated. It's not only donation, this is the thing I want to talk to you guys about, to the people of the world too. There's a lot of there's a lot of foundations, donate here, donate there, donate there. The donation that comes here, everything is gonna be recorded by Ryan, especially when we're gonna have a donation at the hospital that he was born, and every single donation that is gonna come from US, which it's already here actually, and every single donation that is gonna come from anywhere around the world that wants to donate to Ryan's channel, they're gonna see a film that every $10 or every dollar, there's gonna be a video that we're gonna be helping out a child's birthday party, or child, I don't know, whatever they need. The money, where you will see where your money is really going into. Because I've donated all my life with a lot of charities while living in East LA, and after I moved to Hollywood with all the people. And most of those charities, man, it's just political. They just send this charity money to the political situations.
Mm-hmm.
They don't send it to Africa, man. They just send a couple of, I don't know, whatever to Africa. But most of the charity money that people donate, I'm sure people will understand what I'm saying, is that all the money doesn't go where it's supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm trying to create here, which actually I did create here with my own money, is every single penny that people that donate to Paraguay, especially to Paraguay, because people actually need it here. Not everybody, but the indigenous people. We need to keep Paraguay indigenous, because this is the only country in South America speaks Guarani.
You guys, if you
Really?
yeah,
I mean, we gotta keep them.
if you haven't heard, maybe you heard by now, but he's married to an indigenous woman here. Very nice lady. I just met her right now. And
Got 3 kids from her.
Yeah. Three wonderful kids. He's living an amazing life. You guys are gonna see a little bit more of his place here. So he's a very principled man. What on his shirt right here? It's the same thing that we just.
Is it okay to smoke?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So the thing that you
Right here,
saw,
it's Orden de San Blas.
yeah, Order of San Blas.
Yes.
San Blas is arguably one of our biggest saints here.
It's the Patron Saint of Paraguay, and also 4 other European countries, and no more. And the other countries is England, Italy, Croatia, Iceland, I believe, or Portugal. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so you guys are probably wondering, like, what's the connection? Why does Armen not only love our culture but loves our history? Because of this reason.
Yeah.
So Paraguayans, I mean, not necessarily me, because I'm still kind of learning all this stuff along the way too. But I'm sure if I tell my family, I mean, they're gonna know exactly who he's talking about. And like,
Exactly.
he kind of had to explain the history to me too right now. But anyway, so yeah, San Blas, the patron saint of Paraguay. But like he said, this is the only country in South America that pretty much counts them as the patron, patron, same, right?
It's the Santo Patron, and I mean, in reality, I don't. You know what? I'm just gonna say it anyways. I don't really care, because we're authentic. This is an authentic video, thanks to Ryan, and that's why I respect Ryan so much on his videos, because he says what it is, and I say what it is. San Blas has maybe 5 names, with different types of countries say it differently. Like in English, it's called Saint Blaise. It's not that big in America, in U.S., but it is very big in Boston, Massachusetts. They got a humongous church under his name, and the Vatican is sending a lot of money under his name to Paraguay, to Seventh Adventist churches. The Seventh Day Adventist churches, it's actually his order. Okay, and his order right now is kept in Malta. It's an island in Mediterranean, which I will one day go visit.
Beautiful, beautiful place.
Yes, it's a beautiful place. But in reality, is Paraguay is such a poor country, and he's the only patron saint of Paraguay. I mean, if you go to Mexico, there's San Blas everywhere. In Panama, there's San Blas, beautiful San Blas Islands. But he's not the patron of those countries. He's only patron of Paraguay. And the reason for that is because he broke the war between the Spaniards and the Guarani. And this is why the Guarani still live here in Paraguay. And this is why we still have to keep the same tradition, make sure the Guarani people doesn't get out of the, how you say, get erased out of the map.
So
it's very important.
Yeah, a lot of people don't.
Indigenous people, the Guarani.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that, like the Aztecs, the Incans,
Mayans,
their history is extremely different. But our history, we're very much warriors, right? Of these forest areas.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Jaguar surviving, like jungle tribesmen. And we had very, very structured societies. In fact, that's exactly why the Spanish, they realized how structured our societies were and how eventually they could learn the language of Guarani. That's why they tried to marry the top priestesses' daughters, anybody, right? And that happened over decades and decades and decades and decades. But you know what I mean? So people don't understand that. People think that we're all just incompetent jungle people. But no, we had very structured. We're river people. We're river people, essentially. Right?
Amazon, like, yeah. I mean, Paraguay one time was the biggest country in South America before the Triple Alliance War.
Yeah,
it was one of the biggest countries.
Yeah, it's certainly one of the richest,
and biggest,
if not the richest, before the Triple Alliance War, which I've explained in the Itauguá video a little bit about. We are essentially almost annihilated. So anyway, so what he was saying is that San Blas, the saint, he pretty much brought a ceasefire. He appeared, and then it brought essentially a ceasefire. So the Guarani were not exterminated like in many other tribes in the Caribbean that were essentially exterminated, right? So that's why our culture still thrives here, right? I mean, it's much more complicated than that, but that's going back as far back as historically as you can from the first. It wasn't just all shaking hands on the beaches of there was very much battles between the natives and the Spaniards, and it wasn't peace off the bat.
Exactly.
So yeah, very interesting history. I'm so glad that you brought that up.
And I have it on my Facebook page, and I'll send it to you too. Also, it's a very important point for the Paraguayan people because San Blas happens to be Armenian.
Yep.
And believe me, nobody wants to promote any Armenian saint around the world because Armenia is the same situation as Paraguay right now. Armenia is a very, very small country right now because they got attacked by the Turks and we got genocide, 1915, just like Paraguayans. Actually, the first genocide in the world was Paraguay. They killed 90% of the men on the Triple Alliance War.
Yeah, us Paraguayans, we consider that war a genocide.
Exactly.
Every Paraguayan here will tell you that war was a genocide against the Paraguayan people.
Totally.
Right. We were, even at that time, even in the 1860s, we were the most, even till today, the most mestizo mixed blooded country. So it was an extermination of, we were generations down, but we all still have indigenous blood.
Totally.
So yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I don't even bring up history enough in my videos.
I read a lot of history. I like history.
I do too, you guys. So I don't really care for all these new age theories, little ways of how we can explain away things in the 21st century. I definitely love to dive into history and say, what can we pick from history, analyze it, how the good and the bad, how can we move forward, knowing that. And but on top of that too, like I've noticed this with people who come from smaller countries around the world have such a healthier view on the world because we come from traumatizing situations. The Armenian genocide, we were essentially almost exterminated off the map. So like that's why like our history, we weren't just powerhouses for our entire existence. So because of that reason, his countrymen know his history, my countrymen know my history. I'm still learning my history, but in general, they have a very, very respectful history here. Just like in Itauguá, I was showing you guys the monuments and the homages to the soldiers who have died in the Triple Alliance War, in the Chaco War, which is when the Bolivians invaded in the 1930s. So yeah, very rich.
And we are actually sitting where the soldiers used to pass by through this Patino area.
Yep.
And go fight the Brazilians and whoever else was trying to take over the indigenous people. Yeah,
Yep.
We're actually sitting right at this spot. And people tell me there's a lot of gold hiding down here too.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
They always tell me, get a gold machine. I said, I don't want gold.
They've been telling me that since 2012.
There's a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold. Yeah.
So you guys, we're gonna pause this right now. We're gonna come back because Armen needs to take his daughter to La Galopa. So if you guys don't know, La Galopa is their beautiful dances that are
Galopera.
Galopera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's authentic Paraguayan.
Yeah. Beautiful dances that the men and women do. And it's very, very very talented, right? They learn it from kids all the way through their high school and some even beyond that. So anyways, we're gonna pause. This has been beautiful. I might do a little bit of B-roll. I still got a bit of sunlight, and then we'll be back. All right, you guys.
We'll be back. Your videos are gonna be, I don't care if there's million views or 10 views. I don't care. All I care about is you putting on the information that you are putting right now. And now we're adding on more and even better.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yes.
No, I knew it was a good idea to meet Armen, you guys.
Anything you want. I want to show you my property.
So we got a whole upper level here. Beautiful pool. We got a hammock, you guys. Very very traditional here in Paraguay. So you guys already saw the monkey, I believe, and the parrots, or the monkey. So this is what living the life is, you guys. This is what your end goals are, right? I know a lot of you guys might want to be in the tower in Asuncion for business purposes, but this should be your end goal. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, so this is the profile of his house, and he has an upstairs level there. Here's again is Moni, the girl monkey. Very calm, beautiful monkey. And then the living together, with the parrots here. And we're going to take his daughters then to the dance, and then we're going to keep on talking once we get into town here in Ypacaraí, which is actually different than where we were just at in Itauguá. All right, you guys. We'll see you in a little bit.
Animal sanctuary.
Okay, you guys. So we're right outside of Armen's place right here, and so he's telling me that right in front of here is his land as well, with the goat, and so this whole fenced-in area is his land.
It's street to street. It's
okay.
Like,
so all the way at the end of the street, you guys.
60 meters to 40, 50 meters, something like that. I don't know. I built all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
I built everything. When I bought it, there was nothing here. I built everything.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been doing construction for a year here.
Okay.
Yeah. for a year. These are my. That's the baby. This is the baby of this lamb.
Aw,
Yeah,
okay.
that's the baby.
Okay.
A black lamb from a white lamb.
Yeah, I would.
Crazy,
I never would have guessed that.
crazy. This is a 70-meter pozo. You guys, water.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, this is the
Oh.
pozo.
Okay.
This is artesiano.
Okay, guys, this is what a new age well looks like.
Yes. I made a place here for the kids to play.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, with the trampoline and everything.
Oh, okay. You guys see this is what really is life. It's not like I know I'm harping out on you guys, but you know this should be, if not your end game, it should be like one of your highest considered things to have land out here. We're not even that far away from the city.
This is also another water whale. I
Okay.
got two of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen what they look like before.
Yeah, it's water whales.
The new age ones. Yeah.
That's the house for the chickens and the animals, the lambs. Soon I'll move the monkey and the birds over there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Armen was saying that he wants, yeah. So okay. So
the monkeys and the birds will be there.
yeah.
And here I'm gonna make kennels to
Okay.
rescue animals throughout this whole entire wall. Is gonna be all kennels here to have all the rescue animals to come here.
Okay.
And then here will be the clinic.
Okay. Okay.
And the clinic is already done.
Okay.
And of course the cars are gonna come from here. The emergency ambulance for the animals.
Okay.
They will come because this is another street. Street to street. There's another peaceful area down here.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, you don't get out. It's not for you to get out today. No, you don't get out today. Not today.
The goat wants to come out.
Not today.
The goat has a lot of space.
Yeah.
That's a spoiled goat.
I usually open it. He goes eat the grass, but not today because we have to leave, and I don't want him to be crying, crying, and everything.
So you're crybaby.
No, every morning I open the gate. They eat for hours out there, and then they come back.
Okay.
Here it's gonna be they're gonna bring the animals here,
Uh-huh.
and I made a little barbecue here just for us. There's gonna be a surgery room for the animals here, and then a recovery room over there.
Okay.
Here, little kitchenette,
Okay.
and it's all done. The wiring is up, the lights are on, everything's done. I just have to put the doors and windows, paint it, and open up the foundation for the animals, rescue animals.
Gotcha. Okay.
I want to rescue the animals because there's not animals down there. They're just all over the damn place.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh,
Like in Itauguá, you were petting this dog.
yeah.
I'm sure he was owned by somebody,
Yeah.
but if they need a good home. Here in Paraguay, they really don't have an pet adoption place here. They don't.
Yeah. They're lacking.
And there's a lot of tourists coming here, or there's a lot of people from out there coming here, and a lot of people want to adopt animals, and there's no place for that.
Mm-hmm.
So they can come and adopt here,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and we will take care of them. I want to put kennels everywhere down here, and not even only kennels. I'll leave them free if they don't fight with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll leave them free. Like it's free. I like it free.
Yeah, like
But
you
this
saw
is
the
my other projects to open up the animal rescue center.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Wonderful.
yeah, it's beautiful here. The only problem with these goats, they're eating all my trees. I had a beautiful lemon tree. Now it's dried out. This tree is drying. They know what they're eating. You know, they're just like peeling the trees.
The bark?
Yeah, they're eating the bark, man. They're
Sassy
eating-
goats, you guys.
Yeah, and I got a bunch of chickens over there and everything. Like just chickens are the best. Chickens, you don't have to worry about chickens. They eat whatever they eat. But
You guys, this is a Paraguayan paradise, really, truly. not everything needs to look like the city, right? Like look at what he's built out here for his kids.
Everything. The chickens.
Yeah, here go the roosters.
Yeah, a lot of roosters.
Look at the lambs chase the roosters. Like this is absolutely an animal's paradise too. Once what he's saying, once he'll get more animals and the clinics going, pet adoption stuff going. Um, so yeah, this is see Armen is living his best life. This is exactly what it looks like.
Stop.
You know what I mean? Like it's not having 40,000 cars in your driveway.
Exactly.
It's
I
not.
had that in Hollywood.
Yeah, see, my man lived in Hollywood. He knows what the
I had that in Hollywood.
back of a letter term, back of a better term. He knows what the degenerate life can be like, and so do I. uh,
Exactly.
you know.
Exactly.
So look where he lives. I mean, this is like it's not far from the city. He's doing good work, philanthropic work. He wants to save animals. His this is all going to be his kids' land. You know what I mean? So like, talk about setting your kids up for a bright future. you know, that's exactly what Armen is doing here. So beautiful, beautiful, you guys. All right, we're gonna pause and then we're gonna come back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back here. This is Ryan Aranda, and this will be the outro to the video. There's gonna be one more clip after this, where we explore the plaza of Ypacaraí, which is where we are entering here now. So I'm gonna keep this B-roll rolling. So now you've met Armen, and you've seen a little bit of his thought process, also his great respect for history, and especially the history um, of the Armenian saint of San Blas, being essentially, I guess you would say, worshipped here as one of the most important saints in the country. And as he was explaining, the saint of San Blas is um I guess, yeah, worshipped in only other countries in Europe. So that's kind of his special connection here to Paraguay. He very much embraces that history. And yeah, and as I was saying in the intro to this video, if you guys caught that, Armin's a very good man. He has his life reasons that he was telling me, and I won't give him all, right, because that's his information if he wants to come back on camera and talk about that a little bit more. But he has deep reasons for why he is a giving man, a philanthropist, and an organizer, to bring in particular medical equipment here into the hospitals here in Paraguay, and or organize with NGOs from the US to bring equipment and supplies here to the US, right? And by this point, I've already met Armin's two daughters and his baby boy and his wife. They're very wonderful, wonderful family. And like I was saying in the beginning, you can really tell a lot about a man by the way his family is, just very very welcoming, very polite, very intelligent, good-hearted kids. It's very easy to tell that. His wife as well, and so Armin's living a great life. For a lot of times, um, I'll just be honest about this, but a lot of times for us expats, right? In my case, I had a longer relationship. I was never married myself, but a lot of times, especially older expats, there's maybe a second marriage type situation, etc. Right? And Paraguay is one of the best countries in the world to kind of start over. And I'm just gonna quickly mention in the B-roll here. This is a very old church that we're passing here, and you're gonna see this represented in a mural once we get to the plaza. So I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, so I brought this up before in other videos that, because you're gonna find peace here, that's almost a given as long as you're here for a long enough time and give yourself a chance to find the right woman, etc. You're gonna live a peaceful life. And if you're coming and you have money in the bank and you're after you buy your house, after you kind of get your life settled, there's a good chance you're gonna have a lot of time on your hands, and you can utilize that time to give back to the community that's hosting you, right? To the Paraguayans, and that's exactly what Armin is and is doing here. So just a very, I guess, he's a very thoughtful man, right? Um, he I hope Armin forgives me for saying this, but Armin may come off as being a little bit rougher around the edges, but that's because, as he explained in the interview, like he's had to endure quite a bit in his life, right? But like Armin's a very dedicated man to his mission, just as we all are, right? And that's why we have such a great mutual respect for each other, because he respects my mission of reconnecting, showing the country, living my life the best to my ability, and also trying in my own ways to give back to my family and the community around me. And one of those ways I can do that is to shine light on the beautiful places around here. So, anyways, so we're pulling up to the plaza here, right outside of the train station, and we're gonna talk about that. So, and then go back to the original audio. But I guess just to quickly close out, it was an honor meeting Armin. I'll be traveling with him more throughout Paraguay. He's invited me to visit more towns and cities, and it really has been a pleasure. So we're going to continue here on this very last part of the video. Thanks for watching, you guys, and hopefully you watch this last part as well.
Again, you guys.
Film like this. This is beautiful, bro.
Yes.
This is actually beautiful. Thank you for
See?
coming today. Actually,
Yeah, no, thank you.
I no, this doesn't happen every day.
I want to film a little bit of the artwork.
Exactly, exactly.
And we'll come back here.
This is Ypacaraí train station. Remember,
Okay.
this is the train station. Look at the train.
Oh yeah.
Yes. This is the
Okay.
authentic train station,
Okay.
Ypacaraí. So I'll leave you alone, and I'll be here.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. So again, our murals very much history. This is the church that we just went by, and then this is the representation of this town, right? Then you obviously have your new age art. See what we do. So here, what would this be? Comfort and so right here it says comfort and music para volar. I don't know exactly what that means. But anyways, this right here says there's nothing better than your house, than your home, right? T for 3. Beautiful murals. And then yeah, I don't know if this would be technically South American indigenous, but like I said, it doesn't matter. We will adopt anything. Our people will do representations of natives from here, natives up north, because we have respect, right, for other cultures, for other natives, because we are natives ourselves. Yeah, so you guys, beautiful area, absolutely gorgeous area. And this is going to be eventually, as Armin was saying, this is eventually going to be all very desired land, right? And if you are going to come to places like these, you really need to respect Paraguayan culture.
See, the kids are playing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's very blissful.
there's no how you say, around. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
They're free.
yeah,
I mean, you cannot get any better than this.
yeah. It's very blissful, you guys, and this is all very important culture, right? And so this is the train station, right?
Train station, yes.
Okay.
Carlos Antonio Lopez is the train name.
And
They always have concerts here.
uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh,
Always
right
have
right here in the middle.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
And I actually want to open up a bar over here.
Oh,
This is the
okay.
mayor's property, but he
Okay.
is willing to give it to me so I can open up a bar over here.
Hey, well, I'll be
And
here.
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
I'll be here to film it whenever that
I'm
happens.
thinking about it.
I'll be your first customer.
See how see you this is I want you to film that.
Yeah, you guys
I
see
mean,
this?
That's balance right there, okay?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in our country, the girls will put bottles on top of bottles. So some of our dances, they'll have multiple bottles on top of their heads, and it's a balancing act. It's a very beautiful, gracious dances. Do you film the train car?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
That's balance right there. And this train actually works.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
they started it up 3 weeks ago. They went back and forth, and the Koreans put a lot of money. This train is gonna go from here to Ascension Centro and come back.
Okay.
Take tourists back and forth because
Okay.
Ypacaraí is a very important city.
Yes.
Very important city for Paraguay. A lot of people don't know, but they will get to know it.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the first one to tell the people.
Yeah.
Trust me. And then after, everybody's gonna come and film here. Serious. This is the train station. This is the old train station.
Uh-huh.
Ever.
So there's a Ypacaraí station.
It's a steam train.
I'll try to translate this, but it says it's the only station of the colonial style from Asuncion to Encarnacion, inaugurated on the 27th of March, 1864, by the then president of the Republic, Francisco Solano Lopez, which was the president during the Triple Alliance War, you guys. And so this station in its foundings carried the name of Guasu Vira, the name of a company of the city of Itauguá, which we were just in when we started here. And then later on, for much time since 1869, pretty much at the end of this Triple Alliance War, it was changed to how you pronounce Taquaral, the name that was given by the immense quantity of the taquaras that occupied this zone. And from then, the creation of the city or of the station carries now the name of Ypacaraí. I probably fucked that translation up, but you guys get the picture, right? This is what it looks like back in the day. All right. And
That's the train station, actually, right there.
okay.
This is it right here,
Yeah.
right there, and this is the train, and it actually works.
Yeah.
They
this-
burn wood, and it goes with the steam.
Yeah.
See the woods in the back?
Yep.
Yes, this is a very old train, bro. Very old.
Yeah.
This is the train
This
station.
is wild.
Yes, and they closed it once when they toppled General Stroessner. They closed the trains. They put buses, and they closed the train. The train used to work before.
Okay.
They closed it because of money.
Okay. So under the dictatorship, it would have
Under the
been
dictatorship, the train was working.
yeah. Stroessner would have founded it.
Stroessner, yeah.
Funded it well. Probably for his selfish purposes, for the other rich mostly.
Probably.
It wouldn't be for your common day person.
Oh, look at him.
But so that.
Hola.
But I mean this takes you back, you guys. Here you go.
Yes. Right there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're gonna reopen it all the way to Ascension.
Oh, yep.
Yes, they're reopening it. The Koreans are funding it.
Yeah, that really surprised me. But the Koreans know what a good project is.
Yes.
They understand the importance of transportation.
Authenticity.
authenticity.
Yes.
You know, Korea's their country is pretty F, man. I mean, what I was just watching young people saying that an average condo is $1 million in Seoul. So, you know, they're moving around the world too, not just because of the end of the war, but because of their lack of ability to live their Korean dream or whatever they want to call it. So from here is a straight shot to Asuncion.
Right.
Straight ahead.
Actually, the next stop it will be Aregua and then Ascension.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Arewa. Then yeah.
Aregua and then Ascension.
Yep.
Yes. And let's go across
Yeah.
to the restaurants.
Okay.
And it's owned by a friend of mine. We'll go and meet him also.
Okay.
This whole block it's his. Everything it's his.
Guys, just like we were in Arewa, this is a very small little enchanting little old school town. Very peaceful town. Historic town. And even if we don't get all of Armen's story today, you guys, or tonight, I'm gonna be traveling with him a little bit more.
We'll be here. You'll be here a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
and yeah. Take a look at this, you guys. Like, this is useful stuff.
Bye. There.
It's like a 2-level bar, I think. Yep, resto bar.
Yeah.
Taquaral. Okay. So the sign I was reading earlier, Taquaral are the people from here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay. So yeah, the Taquarales, the word I was having an issue or pronouncing. Those are the people from here. All right.
This is the owner's house that owns this whole block.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. This is his house.
All right.
That he owns this whole block.
So we're gonna probably meet the owner.
They're waiting for me. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I always come here and hang out.
Okay.
This is my hangout place.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so I'm just gonna say hi off camera here, and then we'll begin filming again. All right, 1 second, you guys.